everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kilee, and today I'm sharing a backyard makeover. I'm going to be creating a beautiful garden and sitting area and doing it all on a budget, of course, and it's going to take a while, so let's get started. So this is one side of my backyard. Obviously it looks pretty boring and desolate, but at some point this spring I had a vision or a dream, or maybe I just saw a TikTok that inspired me, I don't know. I just knew I wanted to put something here. I've always loved gardening, even though I am not the best at it, but I really wanted to learn and work on that skill. So let's talk about this garden bed that I got, okay? It's from a company called Earth Easy. Now this isn't sponsored, they didn't pay me, but to be completely transparent, they did send this to me as a gift. So I do have to say thank you to them. Earth Easy has so many options on their website for sustainable solutions like raised garden beds of all shapes and sizes, sheds, composting accessories, and even gifts and things for kids and camping items. They've got it all, y'all. Not to mention, everyone at their company has been so kind, and I've had such a great customer service experience, great recommendations, everything. So please check them out. Anyway, my bed is the natural cedar raised bed, and it's in this U shape, and I'm going to be sure to link it down below, so make sure to go check it out. You can check out all their sustainable products for your home while you're there too. And they make it so easy, even if you have no idea what you're doing and you're just learning like me. So this bed was really simple to put together. Tim and I did it in like under 2 hours, and I just love it. It's so pretty. It's great quality. It makes the space look amazing, and I cannot wait to get it full of tons and tons of plants. And I can't wait to keep them all alive. Fingers crossed, right? If you're new here, my name is Kilee. I'm 30 years old and my middle name is Kileerainbow. I make YouTube videos about home decor, holidays, DIYs, and motherhood, and I like to keep it real, do things on a budget, and I'm not afraid to show y'all the messy side of things. I live in North Carolina. I have 2 daughters who are 5 and 10, and I'm married to my husband Tim, who works in the oil field, which means he's hardly ever here, y'all. I'm your new mom friend. I'm gonna encourage you, give you life hacks to be the mom that you wanna be, and I will never judge you because we're all a little bit of a hot mess, okay? Some people are just better at hiding it than others. So let's be friends. I would love to have you subscribe, and I put up videos every week here on YouTube, and I also post a lot on TikTok and Instagram. Garden bed all set up, we put the trim on, which made it look even nicer. Okay, I'm feeling real bougie about this. And then I started to fill it. So instead of filling it completely from bottom to top with soil, that would have cost a lot of money, I decided to use what someone on TikTok called the lasagna method. Sounds yummy, but it wasn't that yummy. So I started with some cardboard on the bottom that I got really damp, and that's gonna help block the grass and the weeds. And then I put a layer of sticks. I foraged these from my backyard because we have a lot of trees back there. So this is meant to help with drainage and takes up a bit of space in there. And then I put some dead leaves and grass clippings from our yard. Disclaimer, I have to say there was so many spiders in all of the dead leaves and stuff that was a whole ordeal. I don't like spiders, but just throwing that out there. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but that was a thing that happened. You guys missed that. I don't think that I videoed that whole part, but after I got the dead leaves and grass clippings and spiders into here, then I put a layer of plain topsoil that I mixed with regular soil. Topsoil is cheaper, so I just kind of mixed it with regular soil to make my like 3rd layer of my little garden lasagna. And then on top, I mix compost that I have been making and soil from Lowe's to create like the top layer where the seeds will go. So that was really nutritious and stuff for my little plant babies. And so far, it's working really, really well. I didn't fill the beds all the way up as much as I could have, but everything is growing great, so I think it worked out well. So if you've been around a while, you might remember this herb garden. Tim built it for me about 2 years ago, and it used to be on the back patio, and it's held up pretty well. We decided to move it over to the side of the yard to keep all the plants together and sort of make it into like a bordered space for my little garden area. I also ordered this adorable archway from Amazon that Tim is building to mark my entrance. My hope is that by next year I'll have some plants that are growing around the archway and like over it. As much as I would love to rush and have everything looking amazing right away, gardening is one of those things that you cannot rush, so patience is a virtue or whatever. Everything I ordered for the garden and everything that you see will be linked down below for your shopping convenience. To make a little seating area, I actually ordered this perfect little black bench too. I specifically wanted one that had a little table and an umbrella hole so I could sit in the shade in my garden. And this one was perfect and it turned out so great. Also, shout out to my husband for always being the MVP and putting all these things that I ordered together with speed and accuracy that I could never match, and also never complaining because he just like knows that he's gonna have to put it together, so he doesn't even ask, he just does it. What a gem, y'all. So to be honest with y'all, this project took a long time from start to finish, and I did it at the end of the school year, which did not help my timeline. Between sports, recitals, awards, and just like the end of school year stuff, it has been a busy month. May was crazy. And also, it's been so hot here this spring. I believe it is the hottest spring on record in North Carolina from what I understand, so it's been a struggle to get everything done without literally wanting to fall over after 15 minutes of being outside. As someone who was born in the South, I can tell you that I do not have a great tolerance for heat, y'all. I need to be in a body of water if you are gonna want me to hang out outside. We had these leftover pavers that were just sitting in the backyard, so I thought I could use them to like make a little pathway through the garden. I know that the proper way to do this would be to dig up a space for them and like dig out the grass and then put them in the hole, but when I tell you that that just seemed like too much, it just seemed like too much, okay? I know from experience that eventually they will be level with the ground, and it's totally fine. I don't mind waiting. There are some things in life that I am just not willing to do, and this was one of them in the 100-degree weather. Moving almost all of my flowers, trees, and other plants that I had on the patio over here so that everything could be in one spot. Everything seems to be growing so happily over here, so I thought that they would all like to be near each other. I don't know. I also created a few makeshift trellises for my tomato plant that's growing like crazy and the cucumbers that are killing it. I just took some yard stakes from Lowe's and twine to make a trellis to kind of like prop them up. It took a few days, but the cucumbers are growing nicely up it now, and I think it'll free up a lot of space in the bed for everything else to grow. I feel like I'm going to have a ton of cucumbers this year, y'all, so if anybody wants some, let me know, or if you know a good cucumber recipe. know not everyone has space in their yard to make something like this, but I hope I can inspire you anyway in this video. Earth Easy has some great options for all sizes of spaces, so you can even bring like a tiny little garden to life if you only have a deck or a patio or something. And I like to encourage everyone to make a special little space that's peaceful for them to hang out in, even if it's just a little patio at your apartment. Honestly, y'all, when Cadence was little, we lived in this really small apartment on the 3rd floor, and I remember buying plants and a little table for my patio just so I could have like a quiet and peaceful little space, and that was like the kind of vibe that I was going for. So just know that you can make that anywhere you are, even if it's not in the biggest place or the most extravagant. I promise it will be worth it to put some love back into your space and create a space that you love to be in. So if you're new to my channel or wondering what video is next, now's my chance to convince you to stay and subscribe. I like to think of every one of you as my friend, and it means so much to me when y'all become part of my little community. I've got tons of fun content coming up soon to share. My next big project is gonna be the patio. I'll be redoing the porch again this year and making it as good as new for summer, and let me tell y'all, it needs some love. I'll also be decorating the front porch and house for summer, and so much more that I can't even tell you all about yet, but trust me, I've got a lot of good content up my sleeve, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on anything. Also gotta weed eat this space because obviously it's a little small to get the mower in here now. So I know I should be wearing closed-toed shoes. It's fine, y'all. If I get hurt, it's on me, okay? I don't know why I'm like this. I've always lived my entire life barefoot or like with little shoes on outside. It's a habit. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a little tour of all the plants in the garden. So this is where I keep my herbs. We've got tons of mint in here, which I only planted mint one time in like a small little batch like this, but mint spreads. So this year mint has come up by itself throughout the whole thing, which is great because I love mint. I guess it was meant to be, if you will. I've got rosemary, basil, and honestly, y'all, just a lot of mint in here. Now in this garden, I've got peppers. These are like little mini bell peppers, and you can see that they're doing pretty good. They've got some on there. These are also peppers. They're not doing so good. We've got this one tomato plant that's like absolutely killing it. She has a bunch of tomatoes on her. Then peppers. This one's doing really good too. It's actually growing peppers. It has 4 on there. Jalapenos, 2 more tomato plants that are doing okay. It might be a little hot for these, I'm not sure, but this one does have a little flower on her, so that's a good sign. Okra, lots of okra. I don't even really like okra, y'all, but my husband does, I hope. More peppers. These are not doing good. If you know why, if you can tell for some reason, like what's the matter with them or like what I'm doing wrong with the peppers, let me know. Maybe it's just too hot. Then I've got the cucumbers, which are growing nicely up the little strings that I've put. I'm gonna put another, you know, level of strings here for them because they're liking that. Tomatoes, peppers, okra, and this is a baby butternut squash. Now these leaves aren't doing that well, but it is like growing a lot of new leaves, so I don't know what that means. There's my peas, not doing so hot, too hot for them. In these mounds are my pumpkins. Then there's strawberry there, strawberry, it's kind of past strawberry season now, dill, and then I planted a bunch of carrots over here. So they're not up yet, but hopefully they'll come up. Then over here I've got flowers I got for Mother's Day from Kilee. I've got some zinnias, some other like flowers I planted, and then this is my dad's tree that I thought would be good over here. Sweet pea, I don't know what this is, but I bought it like 2 years ago and it finally decided to sprout. And yeah, oh, I've also got sage in here. Forgot about that one. So I got some sage. This is sage. So that's a little rundown of all the plants that are in here.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I.
The last thing to do is my daily tour of watering the plants and then showing y'all around. I usually wait until late in the evening to water just because of the heat, honestly, but it's really such a great calming part of my day that it doesn't even seem like a chore. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this transformation and it gave you some inspiration. It means so much to have y'all here, even in some of the busy seasons of my life, like right now, okay? If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and please subscribe if you're not. Oh, and if no one's told you today, you're doing a great job.
Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.